Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Caravel Crittenden, aka Coach Cara, Miss Success. Listen, I want to just hop on here and tell everybody that joined me on my Zoom. Thank you, thank you, thank you if you joined on Facebook or Instagram, or if you were on that live Zoom call with me. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. I was kind of nervous because it's kind of a big deal to have the number one female marketer in this industry in the entire world launch your business. So that's awesome. I'm so thankful and grateful to Stormy Wellington. I'm grateful to Lavonda Harrell for helping me. I'm grateful to Juliet Green. Also, these helping me. These are women that are inside of the business. And I'm just so excited. I thank you, all my family, all my friends, my kids, everybody that came on to help me and supported me. I truly, truly appreciate it. You guys are just like the best. And I was telling my kids, like, it's a great feeling when, it was kind of, but by the time I got everything together, it was kind of like a whirlwind of activity this week. So getting everything lined up, getting everybody on the call, plus doing all the things that I have to do, on a normal, ordinary, regular day-to-day basis, it was a lot. It wasn't hard. So I think that's like sometimes things, yeah, you have to put in effort and things can be a little challenging, but on the other side of that is awesomeness, and that's exactly what happened today. Coach Stormy she is amazing. She is just amazing. And to have her come out and introduce and help me launch my new venture, and not just for people to know me, because most of you know me. Some of you know me personally, some of you don't. Some of you know that, yeah, I created, this multi-million-dollar business, and then I'm a world traveler and all this other cool stuff. and I have 6 kids, and, I've done a lot of stuff. Some of you know me from the entertainment industry, from the music industry, from Get Tough Entertainment, and from Verse Music Group, and Cedric the Entertainer tours and all this other stuff. Some of you know me from the tax bureau days, right? Like it's a lot, but I am so grateful and thankful for each and not thank you enough, honestly. Like, so now that part is over. That part is over. So come on here. I got people already joining me, so that's exciting. They're ready to work with me, run with me, get this money, make a difference in people's lives and their health and all that kind of stuff. So it's really, really great. It's really great when you can have that. When you can have that. Like some people, I literally was texting and calling people right up until hey, Lainey, I was literally calling and texting people right up until the last, couple of minutes before the call. And even after the call, people were still texting me like, hey, because I texted them earlier in the day, like, hey, come on and hop on the Zoom with me. And so people were texting me right up until the time we were on our call. So it was really awesome. I'm so glad that, like I said, that so many of you were able to join me, because I was like, Lord, please let people come. Or at 5 o'clock on a Friday, 5 o'clock on a Friday, for y'all to listen to, like I said, the number one female marketer in the whole wide world in this industry, the only one and only Stormy Wellington, and to work with the one and only Cara Crittenden. Y'all need to plug in with me, right? Get in here. Let's make this money. Let's get healthy together. I had some good questions that people asked. So I'm going to do a Q&A probably tomorrow. Just on the questions that people ask me about joining me, do you have to do you have to new, need to lose weight to do what I'm doing? Absolutely not. There are people, if you might even need to gain weight. We have something for people that need to gain weight. Maybe you just want to feel better, you want to look better, you want to lose weight and not have to worry about all these health problems that are going on and everything. And I'm just tagging people and inviting people. And maybe you're just like sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you just need to make some more money. Maybe you just want to do something that's for yourself. I mean, honestly, like my friend got in here with me, right? Literally, I'm not making any income claims for what you can make, but I can tell you that he made in a day, like not even 2 days, $800. No get rich quick schemes or anything like that. It's just when you have something that people want, and they need and they see the value in it, you don't have to try to sell anybody anything because it either makes sense or it doesn't. You can either do it or you can't do it. But I really want you guys, I guess I've always been this way, right? I want for everyone what I want for myself. And that's, to be happy, to be healthy, to have good friends, good relationships, and yeah, make some money, travel the world, take over the world. Maybe not take over the world, but definitely to make a difference in the world. That's always been one of my goals. I've been like that since I was a kid. I always wanted to help people and make a difference in people's lives in whatever way I could. I've been able to make an impact on thousands and thousands of people's lives, and I'm so grateful for that. But to be able to elevate that to another level while helping more and more people is just amazing. So, y'all come on and get into this business with me. Join me on the journey. Maybe, I don't know. What are you doing with your life? Somebody let me know what's going on in your world. It's kind of a weird time. I'm tired. Hey, Joel. It's kind of like 8:05. I'm really tired. I haven't had much sleep because I was trying to get ready for this awesome Zoom. So, what are you doing? And the other thing where I really want to express my appreciation to Stormy is that she literally just came from speaking at all these different events with thousands and thousands of people. I'm not talking about like 1,000 or 2,000. I mean, tens of thousands of people, like 30, 40, however many thousands of people, where they have her come and be the keynote speaker and just boom, 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 drop knowledge on people and help people and all this kind of stuff and uplift people. And she came from doing that to help me. And so I don't take it lightly. I know she doesn't do this for everybody in the whole world. That's not what she's about. The fact that she came to make sure that, that this went well, that I could get it done on a Friday when she was about to take her son fishing. See, this is the thing, too, that people don't always understand about. People are just real people. She was about to take her son fishing on a Friday. She was at Walmart. She went to the car, nails done. Just normal things that people do on a day-to-day basis. And then people don't even know, like, yeah, she just came from, like, doing the Grant Cardone. And if you don't know who Grant Cardone is, he is like one of the number one, if not the number one, real estate people in the industry. And she just came from speaking at his event. She's done all these amazing things. So not just letting you know the company that you're keeping, right? So when you're with me, a lot of you guys, you know me from one thing or another, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that I can just like on a random on a random Friday be like, hey, I need you to go jump on this call with me. Just, I need you to hear about what I got going on. And so many people showed up for me. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Just because I've been able to build those kind of relationships with people, and I've been able to let people know that I'm a genuine person. I'm not out here doing whatever other people are out here doing. I'm not doing any of that. That I'm a regular person, and that's pretty cool. I thank y'all, whether you joined me on the Zoom, whether you were here on Facebook, whether you were on Instagram, because I was going live on all three devices, and then my internet, I don't know what's going on with the internet lately, but it was kind of like going in and out, and when I would hop back on, people were still there. That's amazing, because a lot of times people get off stuff quick. Hey, William, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. So I really want you guys to plug in, get with me. Let's make this money together. Let's change some lives together. Let's help ourselves and help other people together. Because I feel like at the end of the day, right, people do things for different reasons. Like some people want recognition. They want to be in the spotlight, and they want people to know who they are. Some people are more laid back. They don't want people to really know who they are or what they're doing or any of their business, and they still want to make money. They still want to have a good life. They still want to be able to leave a legacy to their kids. That like some people leave legacies to their kids. There's a lot of ways to leave a legacy. So I'm not saying you have to have a bunch of money to leave a legacy. But wouldn't it be great to leave all those good values, morals, character, everything that you have, all the life lessons that you've learned, and also leave some money? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? I think it would be. So I haven't got much sleep in the last few days because I wasn't really worried about the call. I just knew that what I was doing is not the average thing that was happening. I knew it was something big. So maybe you feel like you need to be and one thing I had said on the call was like, I realized just because a lot of things that were going on and, the whole pandemic situation and different things like that I had gotten to this place where I was like comfortable in playing small, right? And I'm like, no. I don't know when it happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't really care when or how it happened. All I know is that I don't like it. And so I want to challenge you to challenge yourselves to not play small. If you're a Christian or religious, I'm pretty sure most religions have a similar thought, which is don't hide your light under a bushel. And that means, you don't light a fire. Like, remember back in those days, their light would have been a candle, or it would have been like a torch. And, a bushel would be like a bushel of hay, or I think some places it might say basket. Anyway, whatever. It would be like taking your light and hiding it. Well, when you cover it up, nobody can see it. And it's going to, if it doesn't burn everything up around it before it goes out, it's going to go out. And so all of us have greatness within us. As Les Brown would say, I'm not the only one. I'm special, but I'm not the only special one. Now here's something else that's cool. Like after that call, all my kids got on the call. All except one of my kids were on the call. And if y'all don't know or don't know, I have 6 kids. All my kids were on the call. They're all grown ups. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. They were all on the call to support their mom. And so after we got off the call, we did a group chat on Messenger. And I was asking each one of them to go and tell me. I gave them some life lessons. We talked about it. I asked them, like, hey, where do you see yourself in the picture of coming into the business with me? How do you see yourself coming in? And so I want to ask you guys that, because I'm telling you, 2024 is damn near halfway done. And if y'all don't like my French, sorry, pardon moi s'il vous plaît. But it's May already. It's May already. Like my daughter was just saying, she's doing something on the 4th of July, right? And she's written a book and all this other cool stuff. And they're just awesome. But and then my oldest son was like, well, the 4th of July, like it seemed like it was a long time from now. But you know what? The 4th of July at this point is not, well, it's 2 months and 1 day away until it'll be the 4th of July. Can you? Memorial Day, right? When we think about the official start of summer, Memorial Day, guess when that is? That's this month. Memorial Day is this month. So get your head around that. Just to give you an idea of how fast this year is really going. If you had any doubt about it, Memorial Day is this month. The end of the month is Memorial Day. So anyway, I know y'all don't need me to be a calendar, and I don't mean to be repetitive because I'm tired, but I'm also excited in that, listen, if I can do this, you can do this. I always say, like, if I can do this, you can do it. You can do it. And everything, all our materials and everything, they're in English and Spanish, because I literally have friends that are in Central America and South America and Peru, which is part of that, Mexico, all over the world. And so, again, something else Les Brown would say is not to impress you, but to just impress upon you that, like, I can do this, so you can do it. My daughter, so when I asked each of my kids what level they wanted to come in, what they wanted to do, how they wanted to make this a part of their lives, I gave them 3 options. And the one is, hey, jump in here with me, get in here, get this business package, let's go, let's run, let's make some money quickly. Like I said, my friend took part of the packages that I had, and in literally 2 days, he made $800. I'm not saying anybody else is going to make $800 in 2 days. Don't say, well, you said no, I didn't. That's not what I said. I did not say that. I'm saying it's possible. It's possible to make more than that. It's possible you might not make any money because you might just like be lazy, or not even lazy. Life happens, right? Life be lifing. I find something interesting. When I used to do Primerica, like years and years ago, and I was the one of the top financial analysts in my region, and all this stuff with the company and all that. And people would say, well, I tried that before, but it didn't work for me. So I said, oh, wow. So after a while, I realized, wait a minute, you said you tried it before, but it didn't work. You signed up. I said, so what happened after you got your life insurance license? Oh, well, I never got to the part where I got my life insurance license. Well, wait a minute. That's the first step. You're going to sell it. You can't just be out here selling insurance and don't have to get a license. So what you really mean is, what you did was you paid to get in, but then you didn't do anything, which a lot of people do. I don't want anybody to do that. I want you to get in here, run with me, let's get this money, and let's do it together, because it's not hard. It's not hard. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to put in some effort, but it's not hard. It's not going to come like for free. Nobody's just going to hand it to you. It's like when I created my first business. Well, it wasn't my first business, but my first multi-million-dollar business. Nobody just said, look, Kara, we got this building over here in this building, and these employees are just sitting over here on the sidewalk waiting for you to show up. That's not what happened. None of that. I mean, I would have liked it if that happened, but that didn't happen. I had to actually build the business, and so that company I'm the founder of is still going strong today. And the name has changed, but the people are still the same people. So just take these little takeaways, and one thing that my daughter said was, you are the main character in your story. You're the main character in your story. But that doesn't make you the main character in everybody else's story. There's people out here, y'all, that need help. They need help. They need help. They need help. Who are you? Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to that's willing to say, you know what? I want to help some people. I want to change some lives. I want to help myself first, because that's like with me. Like I gained all this weight. I gained all this weight. I can't blame it on the kids anymore. I can't blame it on the pandemic anymore. I can't blame it on being trapped in Dallas for 3.5 months during the pandemic and my friends feeding me lovely, delicious country cooking, and I mean catfish and biscuits and all that kind of good stuff, and oxtails with the oxtail, all the oxtails, that's good, but I was eating it with the rice and all these other things that I probably should have slowed down on. Well, what happened is, after the pandemic was over, I didn't change anything back to what I was doing before the pandemic, before I gained all this weight. And I said on the call today, my nickname used to be Skinny Minnie. I don't ever want to be skinny again. I want to be healthy. I want to be fit. I want to have energy. I want to be able to do the things I want to do. My daughter's married now, so she's going to have some kids one day. And I want to be able to have energy to play with my grandkids and keep up with them. And I want to take them to Disney World. Like I took my kids to Disney when they were little. And be able to just live a good life. So, that's what it really is. That's what it's really about. So I know for a fact that I'm not talking to everybody, because everything ain't for everybody. Okay. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. I still love you. I ain't mad at you. If what I say speaks to you, like, you know what, I need to maybe just look into this. Maybe I just want to look into it. Maybe I just want to join Kara on this 15-day health journey and get better, because you don't have to be obese, or you don't have to be any of those things to benefit from this health challenge, right? Because we all got room for improvement. Now, if you don't have room for improvement, hey, I need to drink or smoke what it is you're drinking or smoking, and I don't smoke and I don't really drink, so neither one of those is going to really work. But again, I'm asking you, who am I talking to? Who am I talking to that knows you need to make a change in your life? You can drop a little 1 in the comments. You can leave a little heart in the comments. You can say, hey, it's me. It's me. I need to feel better. I'm not making any health claims, but listen, when that doctor told me that I might have to start taking some pre-diabetes type medicines and all this other, I was like, wait, hold it, wait a minute. I'm going to figure out how to get healthy. I'm going to post up some before and after pictures of people. And also, if you need to gain weight, there's people that need to gain weight. Everybody doesn't need to lose weight. Some people are happy with the weight they are. You don't need to do anything about your weight. You just want to feel better, look better, have more energy. Um, you can absolutely do that. I'm drinking this Candy Cleanse. It's making me lose weight, and my skin is glowing, and I lost 7.5 pounds, and in a week. So that, and yes, I know a lot of it's water weight and blah blah blah. I know, but guess what? That's what happened, and it didn't happen before. So and I'm going to continue to be losing weight and getting healthier and feeling better and making money along the way and helping to change other people's lives. I've been a coach and a mentor for many years, and I have had the pleasure of helping change people's lives and have them call me and come to me and say, I thank you because when you said or you did or you gave me that thing or you helped me with this thing or that thing. And to know that I was able to really, really make a change in people's lives. Hey, Colette, how are you, sweetie? And to make a change in people's lives, like, that's powerful. Like, that's more important to me than the money and all of that stuff. And sometimes people will say stuff like, money's not important. Money doesn't matter. No, money's not the main thing in life. But when is the last time you went to pay, like, my electric bill and my cable bill are coming up soon. I don't think they'll just take me being a great person as payment. They might think that's awesome, but I don't think they're going to take that in the form of a check, right? So I got to have some money. I got to have money to live. I mean, if you got kids, you love your kids, you want them to have what every good parent wants their kids to have, a better life than they have. And we look now at all the stuff that's going on in the world and all of this kind of stuff. And people are like, oh, the youth is so messed up. Man, have you seen what these kids, I challenge you, especially my African American people and my Latino people. I challenge you to go look at what some of these young people are doing that's positive. Please, 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 for the love of God, stop saying everything that these young people doing is negative, and they're horrible, and they don't have any values and no manners and no. That's not true. That's true for some people, but I remember at my age. I'm not telling y'all my age. I'm gonna tell y'all later, but not now. I remember when I was young and I was a teenager, and they said, oh, these kids have no morals and no values, and the country's gonna go to hell in a handbasket and all of that stuff. Well, guess what? If you believe there's any type of God or anything like that, no, the country is not going to hell in a handbasket because a few kids don't know how to act right. It didn't go to hell in a handbasket when you didn't know how to act right either. And maybe you're one of those lucky people that always did everything right and you never got in trouble, never did anything wrong. I'm not saying everybody was a hooligan or a monster. I'm just saying, stop saying that. And stop. If you got kids, don't speak that over your kids. And I know I'm going on a little tangent, but it's important. And I really want y'all, like I said, join me on this journey. I'm tagging a whole gang of y'all. Let's go. Let's get it in. Let's get out there. Let's make some money. Let's change some lives. Let's feel better. Let's look better. Let's make a difference in the world. You know that saying. It's not just a sticker by Gandhi. I think it was Gandhi who said, "Be the change you want to see." It's not just a sticker. It's not just a post-it note. It's a fact. You be the change in this world that you want to see. You want the world to be a better place? Start with you. Be a better you. Be a better you in whatever that looks like. I'm excited. Like I said, I have people already signing up and joining me, and just to have been drinking this Candy Cleanse. And this is not all, like, there's a whole gang of products. I've got the NRG, which gives you energy. Literally, it's like these three little caplets come in here, and you take one a day. Resolution drops to help you lose weight and boost your metabolism. And then we, help with the mental clarity and the focus and all that stuff and the detox in your body, getting all these chemicals that we eat and drink and breathe and just touch stuff that's got, God only knows what's on some stuff. Like, remember COVID when they told us in the beginning, oh, it's not airborne. Well, it turns out, yeah, yes, it was airborne. Because guess what? There were people that were in their homes that barely came out, that didn't touch anything, that ended up getting COVID. And then, so they don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows when you're going to die. You can get healthy and die tomorrow. So you got people that say, well, you can die today or tomorrow. That's true. But what if you live a long time? Do you want to, and I'm not taking anything away from people that have serious health challenges where you can't walk, you can't, there's a lot of things you can't do. But there's something that you can do. You can do something. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And again, like I said, who am I talking to? Am I talking to you? Maybe I am. That was just to wake anybody up who's sleepy. Am I talking to you? Let me know. Because I really be interested to know. If you want more information about what I'm doing, if you want to join me on the journey, if you want to make this money, if you want to be able to work with great people, astounding people, and the number one marketer, female marketer in the whole world, in a company that's been around since 1996. This ain't no fly-by-night, here today, gone tomorrow company. This company's been here. They're not going anywhere. The leadership is amazing here. The people are amazing here. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. My biggest network of friends and family is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So that was a concern for me. Like, I don't really know anybody here. I have my family, my small group of family members is here. There's, I think, maybe 10 of us all together. Maybe a little more because there's a couple of little babies. Detroit church I joined recently. I have some of my church members, and I know a few people, but I don't know a lot of people personally in my city. So I gotta rely on the internet, right? I gotta rely on reaching out on Facebook and Instagram and all these other things. And yeah, talking to people that I meet if I want to grow, which I do, because like I said, whether or not you just want to make a couple of $100 extra, couple of $1,000 a week for you and your family, maybe you just want to pay off some debt, maybe you just want to live tired. I know some days I am. Then you've got to really ask yourself, how much more time do I want to waste? The only thing we cannot get back is time. And I'm going to show y'all something. The guy demonstrated it with a ribbon. And I don't have a ribbon, but I got a cord. So I'm going to show y'all something with this cord. And it's going to take you out. So he had this ribbon, this length of ribbon. And he said this ribbon, so this cord represents your entire life. From the day you're born to 100 years, right? He said the average life expectancy is like, whatever, is like 70-something years. So you got to cut off like 20% of this, right? Or you got to cut off this, let's say this much, you got to cut off because most people aren't going to live that long. Then he said you got to cut off those first 20 years or so while you were just growing up, right? Here's what you got left, right? Y'all see this? Some of us have a little more, some of us have a little less. But that's what you have left. So what are you going to do with this part of your life? If you're older, you might have this much left. Younger, maybe this much. So what are you going to do with the rest of your life? Who are you going to help? How are you going to change? How are you going to be the change that you want to see in this world? Hey, Al. How are you? Hey, G Wade, G-Tube Network. Hey there. I'm just so glad, y'all. I was talking about the call that I did earlier today with the one and only phenomenal Coach Stormy Wellington, #1 female marketer in the entire world. Amazing. And I was talking about this candy cleanse that I'm doing, which is a weight loss product and a detox and all this stuff. And I was talking about joining me in my business and helping people and making some money, you know. Now, she did in 7 months from zero to $1 million in 7 months. Amazing. Phenomenal success and growth. Not saying that you could do that, but what if you could? What if you could be the next person that does this? What if I could be the next person that does that? I've made millions of dollars in another venture, right? I've made hundreds and thousands of dollars in other ventures, right? Life is crazy. So sometimes you got to go like, boop, 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 boop. Oh, step back. You got to go back. So T.D. Jakes had this analogy. I don't know if he invented it, but somebody else, but he had this analogy of like sometimes life is like, a bow and arrow, right? And before you can shoot an arrow, you got to pull the bow back real far. And depending on how far back you pull that bow, right, determines how far that arrow will go when you shoot it. So sometimes you think, hey, I'm just going backwards and backwards and backwards and nothing is working out for me. And then you get in the pity party and the crybaby train and all that other stuff. No offense to people that sometimes you just can't get it together. Sometimes you really just can't see your way. But the farther you're being pulled back, think about it. The more that bow is pulling back the arrow, when that arrow goes, if it's only here, it's not going to go far. But if it's pulled all the way back here, that thing is when you shoot it. Okay? So if y'all know how to play bow and arrow stuff, I don't even know what you call it. But that's a great analogy for life, because sometimes it feels like you're going backwards, right? And there's somebody else had a great analogy that life is like a cha-cha. Sometimes you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's for all my dancers out there. Sometimes it's like that. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to whine? You're just going to keep complaining? You're just going to keep on day after day being miserable and unhappy? And maybe next year, maybe next year, maybe next year. Well, guess what? It's already next year. Remember this time last year in 2023 when you were saying, well, next year I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and da-da-da-da-da. Starting January 1st. Look, I made resolutions. Well, I didn't really make resolutions. I just said stuff that I was going to do. My watchword, I have a watchword every year. Last year, my watchword was discipline. It was discipline. Because I had been being very undisciplined. Like, even in my eating and everything, I had been being very undisciplined. That's just the fact. And so that was my watchword last year. I was very, very frugal. I was buying things that I needed. I wasn't like treating myself, getting my nails done and all that kind of stuff that I love to do. Side note, I got like 2 weird things that I don't like to pay for myself if I have a guy, right? That's getting my nails done and paying for my cell phone. I don't know what that's about. I really have no idea what that's about. But it's just my thing. It's just my little quirk. Like I would rather that somebody does it. Somebody take care of that for me. I don't know. And also, I just like I don't know, some kind of ways I have some like old fashioned habits, I guess you could say. And so I like distinct roles for people, but that's a side note. Okay, now again, I'm going to ask y'all, what are you going to do? What do you want to do? Are you just sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? And are you going to stay sick and tired? Because I know I'm tired of being sick and tired. Things have got to change. And so my watchword this year was luxury. And I don't know if y'all remember from the beginning of the year, I asked people what their watchword was for 2024. And maybe you didn't have one. maybe you still don't have one, but I would ask you to take a look, just take some time to yourself, even if you can just take 5 minutes, and come up with a watchword. What's one thing that you want to accomplish that this word kind of embodies it? Maybe it's love, maybe it's kindness, maybe it's just whatever it is. Mine was luxury, because like I said, last year was a year of being very frugal, and then I was having some health challenges, so I couldn't work. Like I love working. I'm a workaholic. Always been a workaholic. I also like things. I had another goal. Like I was like, okay, by the time I turn 50, I'm only going to work at things that I like to do and that I'm good at. So I've been able to keep that promise to myself, right? And even if I have to have some unpleasant task, I still can do them with a good attitude, because you're not going to like everything. Some of y'all hate your freaking jobs. You hate it. You literally get sick every day when it's time to go to work. I used to work at the post office for all of my Philly folks. Now it's condos, but there used to be the post office on 30th and Market Street in Philly. It used to be the biggest urban post office like in the world, maybe outside of China or something like that. But anyway, it definitely in the U.S. All the mail came through that post office, 30th Street. I freaking hated that job. I hated it so much that on my days off, even when I had to go downtown and I had to pass that way, I would go all the way around to go out of the way, just so I wouldn't have to pass that building, because I literally would get physically ill. Some nights I would have to go in, and I would just sit in the car until it was time to go in. And then sometime I would go in and clock in and then leave, but don't tell anybody. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. So, but I hated that job. Now, what I loved about it was the money, because my oldest son was a little kid, and I could work at night and I could work all the overtime I wanted. So the money was great, and I was able to do a lot of things with him, and put him in private school and Catholic school, and send him to camps that were kind of exclusive, and have him do tutoring, like, in the fancy part of town, and Rittenhouse Square and Society Hill. And at the time, it was all that was like wow, if you made it there, it was awesome. So I don't know how it is now, because I haven't been there in a while. But anyway, the point is, I was willing to do what I had to do, even something that I hated to do, because of the end result. So now I made that promise to myself. When I turn 50, by the time I turn 50, I'm only going to work at stuff that I like to do and that I want to do. And I'm so glad that I've been able to do that. I don't want you to keep going to a job you hate. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm telling you to find something that you love doing. I'm telling you to join me on this daggone journey and get this money, monte, as my friend would say, and now has my little nephew saying, I got to get this monte. And join me. So I know this has been a little bit long again. I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all, everybody, thank you that joined me today, because it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, it was amazing just to be in the presence of people that are doing things that are literally changing millions of lives. I always tell people this is coming from me being a coach, is, sometimes we think to make a change, we have to do some big, grand, amazing thing. And if you can't be doing this big, grand, amazing thing, then you can't really make any difference. You can make a difference for one person. Let's say you just, my goal every day, I don't have a goal every day of making a difference for the whole entire world. I have a goal every day of making a difference in one person's life, being a positive expression, I guess you could say, for one person. Can I make a difference in one person's life? If I made a difference, and let's get the candy class. Here's my ad. Get the candy class. Lose weight, feel great, detox, get some energy up in ya. Feel better, look great. Look, y'all see my skin is getting better because it was like breaking out and stuff, but it's getting back to its beautiful glow that I had. My daughter always messes with me because I never had acne and all that stuff as a teenager. So when my kids were getting acne, I kind of didn't really know what to do because I never had it. I might get a pimple or something and I just throw some of that white toothpaste on it and it'd be gone. So now as I was getting older and, y'all be going through these changes and hormones be doing whatever the hell they're doing, my skin started changing. And I had acne, and then people were touching my face, which I don't really let people touch my face, but I did. So anyway, this right here, get this NRG, want, get this NRG, and lose weight, feel great. It's amazing. Get these products. You need them in your life. I'm so glad y'all are watching. I'm so glad you stayed on here for me. Oops, dropped my phone. But I love you. And I was ahead of my Zoom today. I was really, kind of nervous because I'm like, man, this is like, I don't know because I'm kind of nervous, right? And I'm like, not because my friend and I were talking about this, like some people worship people like idols, right? This woman is amazing. She's awesome. And people idolize people sometimes like they're so far above you that you can never achieve any of that goal. Like even I'm very careful when I talk to people that I don't lead with, oh yeah, I did all this great stuff. I created this multi-million-dollar business and I've got these, awesome kids and they're very perfect. Of course not, because they're humans, right? And their mama's not perfect and their dad, okay. Anyway, point is, and that's not true because you know what? My kids are amazing because of me and because of their other parent. That's why my kids are all amazing. And that we was raised right. And they were raised right. And these kids, like I said, stop saying all these kids are bad and the youth is going to hell in a handbag. Man, Google, I challenge you, the people that think that. Google young entrepreneurs, young people making a difference in the world. People under 20 making a difference in the world. People under 25, teenagers doing good works in the world. Stop saying that stuff. And if you're speaking that over your kids, God bless you, and cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, so back to what I was saying is sometimes people idolize people. You put people on a pedestal, and sometimes people are iconic, and that's the difference. Being someone that's iconic means it's more to them than just about them. That person becomes more to you because you see the greatness in them and you realize because they edify you and they build you up and they encourage you and they let you know that you have that same kind of greatness in you. You just got to pull it out. You can be behind the scenes. You don't have to get on here and do live videos and all this stuff that I do. That's just my personality. That's just how I am. I like it. I like making videos. I love connecting with people. Some people are more quiet and reserved. They don't want to talk to anybody. You don't have to. Doesn't make me better. Doesn't make you worse. Doesn't make anybody anything. God, I believe in God. Maybe you believe in the universe. Maybe you don't believe in anything. Maybe you just believe all the molecules came from nowhere and they just splattered together, whatever the Big Bang Theory is. Maybe you believe in that. Maybe you don't even believe in that either. You are here. You exist. You are a being. You live here. You know there's more to you than just your physical body. You know that you have a mind. You know you have an intellect. You know you have all of these things. And so you can be the quiet type. You can be the shy type. You can be the type that likes to be in the background. You can do that. You can do that. And you can still make money. And you can still make a difference. You can be a quiet philanthropist. And you don't have to make this big deal. Like I said, if I affect change of one person every single day, even when I post something on Facebook that's inspirational, nobody may not comment on it. Maybe nobody might not like it, but I know somebody read it. I know somebody saw it. Especially if you put stuff in your stories or you make reels, because they're pushing the reels now. You can take a quote that somebody said and put it in a reel, and people will see it. Somebody's gonna see it, and that one person may be having a down day, and you may say like something like, in case nobody told you today, you're awesome. You know, you could have just committed, stop someone. You could do something, and it could change the course of somebody's life for real. So you don't have to do what I do. You don't even have to join me in this business. I wish you would. I encourage you to. I'm doing it. You can join me on this 15-day challenge. You can lose weight. You can feel better. You can transform your life. You could win $1,000. Maybe you have a bunch of money and you don't need, quote unquote, don't need more money, because I don't have a problem when people say that. I have a challenge. And the challenge is, you see, and I was guilty of this, and that's part of how I ended up coming back to South Carolina. I was guilty of, hey, I'm happy, I'm doing great, I'm traveling, I'm living my life, everything is wonderful. Yeah, there's room for improvement, but I was growing, I was learning, I was doing all these things, but I knew I was supposed to come back here, and I took my time and lollygagged and and disobedient, and then I had to come back. And so as a result of that, a lot of really great things happened for me and to me, you know, and some challenges happened along the way. Some big challenges happened along the way. But that's what I was supposed to do. And most of y'all that know me from Philly, you know, so my dad was in the Air Force. I was born in New York, raised in Texas and all over the world, and lived in Africa and all these awesome places. And he retired. We were in Texas, so that's why I'm a Cowboys fan, for all of you that worry about that. And when I started watching football, it was in Texas, and I'm a loyal freaking person. So anyway, so life was lifing. This life was lifing, and I was guilty of feeling like I was stuck in a way, but also realizing, no, you know what, I'm where I need to be. I'm where I need to be for what needs to happen in this part of my life. So it was okay once I took a step back. Like I said, sometimes you gotta take a step back and see, like, okay, what is this really about? Thank you for saying I'm amazing. So are you. Who don't know me? Didn't know you're who by hobbity what? This is why I need to get my glasses on. Stop trying to be cute. All right, what do we have up here today? And I also do accents. My friend had me on the phone talking to these people in British yesterday. Like, I'm like, you're just so silly. Hey, Adrian, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Aaron. Hey, who else is on here? There's a bunch of you, and I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy for everybody to stay on here, because I'm getting a little long-winded. But I want to just tell you that, like, if I can do this, you can do it. I'm being an icon, making things happen for other people, is a great thing. So my challenge when people say, well, I have enough money, I don't need any more money. Because I was out there doing my thing, and I had enough for me to do what I wanted to do, to travel where I wanted to go, to you know, treat my kids, even though they're grown, to something, you know, every once in a while. If they needed something, hey, Mom, do you have XYZ? Sure, no problem. But that's not what I was supposed to do, because what I was actually doing and not really realizing it was shrinking back. And then when I kept shrinking back, I'm gonna do this. As I was shrinking back, I was getting like smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then it's not doing what I want to do. I want to have this cool ass effect, but it doesn't. But I was, okay, so as I was shrinking back, I started getting comfortable in that shrunkenness, if that makes sense. When I realized, so what happens when you keep doing that? You get small, right? And then what happens? How are you playing? You're playing small. Let's play full out. Let's remember that analogy I gave you, that for most of us, more than half of your life is gone, baby, gone. Unless you're going to live to 180 or something. I plan on a buck 10, 20 myself. But, you know, what's the quality of life you're going to have? Are you going to be old? Or are you going to you're going to be old, but are you going to be where you can't function, you can't walk around, somebody's got to help you every step of the way, you got to be in a walker, and I'm nothing against, it's nothing about people that have a genuinely true situation where they cannot do it. That's okay. Do what you can, where you are, with what you have. I'm talking about the people that you know good and darn well there's no reason for you not to do this stuff that you're not doing, except that you just don't feel like doing it. You don't want to put in the work, even if it's a little work. Mentally and physically. And I was guilty of the same thing. That's why I'm telling you, I know what you're talking about. I know where you were. I know where you are if you're in that place right now. Stop playing small. It doesn't serve you. If you feel like, hey, I got enough money to take care of myself, I got my house is paid, my car is paid, I'm good. I go out, I eat good, I live good, I got a nice car, I got good friends. You know, if you got a spouse, my spouse, I got a good spouse, I got good kids, that's great. Now, who else in the world could you help? What about if you went to school and you had student loans and you had ended up with all the student loan debt and you paid it off, but your whole time, part of your stress was the fact that you didn't really know how you were going to pay all this money back? What if you could do something like, hey, I got William Mason on here. What if you could do something like, hey, I set up the William Mason scholarship fund for the kids that came from whatever your background is. I don't know your background, but whatever your basic background is. What if I could do the Lady Paige Hardy, who is my absolute girl? I love her. That's Katie's, my daughter's godmother, and you honestly could not ask for a better person to be there for your kid. When I tell you, she mothers my daughter like she birthed my daughter, and I love it. I just love it. What if you had the Lady Paige Hardy, foundation? See, because we can do that stuff. And I realize, like, a lot of things that I know now, I didn't realize before. So we're all at different stages in life. We're all at different phases in life. And you just got to make a decision. You didn't know I was from New York. I don't know why you didn't know that. I told you that before, Aaron. Yeah, but I only lived there until I was 2, and then I moved. So anyway, we're all at different stages in life. Like I said, you can do this business or you cannot do this business. You can come on and you can sell this business, and you can get on here with me and you can work directly with me. You can have my personal phone number. I will call you. We can talk on the phone. We can spend time doing things. Why? Because I know you're on the same wavelength with me and we're going in the same direction. Or you can say, you know what, I really don't want to do the business side of it. I just want to get some of the products. I want to lose weight, or I want to have mental clarity. I want to have more energy. I want to, all these different things that we have. We have the drops. There's a whole lot of different products that are available. You can just do that. Or you can say, I don't really want to do any of that. And I want to try the products. I'll try it and see if it works. Hey, I can give you samples, no problem. And then you can do something else. You can do something simple. You can just help me promote. Like, hey, and you promote me, And I'll give you, like, here's a link. Just tell people about what I'm doing. Here's everything. You don't even have to tell them anything. Just send this to people. If they want to do it, great. If they don't, that's great. But anybody you refer to me, I'm going to pay you a fee. I will pay you a fee just to, refer people to me. Why? Because I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of not being able to change all the lives I want to change. You help one person a day, right? So in your natural mind, you think that's 365 people that you've helped or changed their life or whatever, right? But that's not true. Because what if those people then take that mindset, hey, I'm going to help one person a day? Now you're doubling that 365 people, but that's not it. Because what if some of those people say, hey, what if 100 people say, I'm going to change one life every day? Somebody do the math on that. So you're affecting change in the world even when you don't know it, even when you're just kind to somebody. Because guess what? They're going to do something nice for the next person. You hope so. All right, I'm going to hop off here because my voice is getting raspy. I'm tired. Like I told you, ahead of my launch, I really didn't get any rest for like the last 3 days because I've just been so because I told you who Coach Stormy is. And she is an icon. And to know that she can see for me, sometimes people need to see for you when you can't see for yourself at times, right? You can be in such a place. I've been depressed. I've been where I was like, that bridge right there is looking pretty, and I was like, whoa, no, we're not doing that. So because I've been in that place, because I've been depressed, because I've been down, because I've been out, because I've been betrayed, because I've been, all of these, pick an emotion, pick a feeling, pick a thing that you've been through. I've probably been through it too. And if not the exact same thing, a similar situation, right? Okay, awesome. You can help me promote. That would be lovely. Okay. And yes, Al, I was actually nervous. I know, right? Me nervous, I was. I'm trying to get some people on for you. Thank you so much, G2 Marketing. I love it. So I'll actually get with you later because I really want to have, so I've got a few people, if you want to come on, let me know. When I do my morning lives, just like this, my morning walk, my morning thoughts, I'll try to bring people on. I really want to get you guys on here and to tell me just what you're doing, what are you excited about, but what I want everybody to start with, and I think this is going to be my new thing. You can tell me all about your business. You can tell me all about whatever you're doing in life, but the first thing I want you to tell me is, what are you doing to help somebody else? One person. What are you doing to help somebody else? That's going to probably be my only criteria for when I do my lives, and I'm being more consistent with y'all. Gonna see me live a lot more because listen, after the day, the way people showed up for me, I definitely got to show up for people. I mean, that Zoom was like a bunch of people. And I was worried Jesus, just let me have at least 10 people on here. And then people were like, hey, I'm going to invite people and I'm going to get some of my friends and and people within the company that don't get anything. They don't get any compensation from me for helping me. They got on to support me. It was just a beautiful experience. And so, again, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Hey, Deanna, how are you, sweetheart? I'm talking about the fact that I went live with this Zoom today with the #1 female marketer in the entire world, I believe, who just had finished doing these events with Grant Cardone and all these big old people, 30, 40,000 people, and she's out there speaking in the keynote, and, getting paid for 20 minutes of her awesome time, that she is the one that came on and launched me today, and it's because she wanted to do it on a Friday when she doesn't work on a Friday. Not like that, because tomorrow she's off to another city. So that she got on and she did my call with me, and it was just amazing. It was just magical, and everybody really had a good time. And so my new business, I'm out here doing the dang thing. I'm excited. I already got people signed up. Come on, sign up, join me, run with me. And also, come on, get this: Candy Cleanse, lose weight, feel great, detox, feel better. Look at my pretty glowy skin. Ooh, 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 yes, yes, yes. Get you some NRG so you can have some energy. Get you some NutriBurst. I don't have it. I took the last one. I'm waiting for my shipment to come in. Get you some Resolution Drops so you can lose weight, boost your metabolism, all that good stuff. And then let's make some money. Let's change some lives. Let's make a real difference in this world. Let's make an impact so that when you leave, I don't know if you like Beyonce. I don't care if you like Beyonce, but she has one song that I would love for y'all to listen to on YouTube. It's on the United Nations, and it's called I Was Here. I Was Here. And one of the lines, she says, I want to leave my footprints on the sands of time and know that there was something to someone that I left behind. The world will be better because I was here. Hey, Cheyenne, how are you? Thanks for joining me. I've been on here for a while now. My throat is scratchy, and I've been up for 3 days, basically ahead of launching my newest business venture. And I'm so excited. I want to run this thing up into another $1 million venture. So, man, I look forward to it. I really, again, want y'all to join me on the journey. If you're just getting here, I'm going to save this video, so it'll be a replay, it'll be live. Send it to your friends if you just want to help me promote. I'll pay you to help me promote. That's not a problem. If you want to get on here and sell it with me and run with me and make this money, like I said, Stormy went from nothing to $1 million with this company in 7 months. I'm not making any guarantees. I'm not saying she didn't work, because the girl worked. You can't be stupid and think, oh, well, no, she worked. She worked. And if that's what you're going to have to do, and you can make a little bit of money, you can make a lot of money. Maybe you just want an extra $500 a week, $1,000 a week, whatever. I'm not making any income claims because it's all dependent on you. What do you want to do? The biggest thing, like I said, for me is I want you to be making a change in the world. And making a difference in people's lives. Who could you help? Can you say, so I've been doing philanthropic things forever. And one of the things that I do, and I don't really tell people who I give money to, don't give money to, but one of the things I do is charity water. They take water to people. And this guy, how the women were having to carry the buckets and the jars of water in Africa on their heads to these rivers far away, and then might take them half a day or a whole day or whatever to get there and bring this water back. That a lot of times it was dirty, and the water that they were using to cook and bathe and clean and feed their babies, the water was contaminated. So of course they're getting sick. So when these people came up with this thing, it's like, let's get the water to the people. Let's build some wells. Let's help them. I was all for that. Then somebody had invented this thing where instead of having to carry it, they made this wheel, and the water goes into the wheel, and it's on this thing. So now they can just get the water, fill it up, and roll the wheel with the water back to their village. It's amazing the things that people can do. So maybe you're one person, but maybe you can make a big difference. This doesn't have to be the thing that you use. I'm just saying. It is a thing. I have other things that you might be interested in. I'm a coach. I'm a life coach. I'm a business coach. And I'm a financial coach. Maybe you just need help with your business. Okay, that's a whole different thing. That's something that, yes, you have to pay me for my time and all that stuff. Just like whatever business you do, people got to pay you. Whatever job you work at, your boss better pay you. And whatever product, service, or anything else you buy from anywhere, you've got to pay something for it. You can't just go in there and be like, I'm just a good person. Can I have this, ham or beef or vegan thing, whatever? No, you got to pay for it. So, all right, you guys, I'm about to get out of here. My throat is scratchy. I really, truly appreciate you. And again, everybody that was able to hop on that Zoom, God is such a blessing just to be able to say, hey, I need you in 5 minutes on a Friday. I know you're driving home from work. Pull over and get on the Zoom. And they say, okay, I'll do it for you. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a testament, not just to me, but just to how I believe in God. So just how good that God has allowed me to be able to call people like that and just be able to say, and to have somebody who's the number one person in the entire world. I'm not talking about whatever city, state, or county you live in. I'm talking about the world. Get on there and say, you know what, I want to do this for her. It doesn't happen every day, and I don't take it lightly. I don't take it for granted. She expects me to play full out. I expect me to play full out, and I expect you to play full out. You can be quiet. You can be shy. You can be the type that wants to just be in the background. That is great. Be in the background. Be great in the background. Just like a singer like Beyonce, or I'm just saying Beyonce because everybody knows Beyonce. Taylor Swift, pick whoever star you like or don't like. I don't care what kind of music they sing, what they do. They all have background. They have background dancers, they have background singers, they have people playing in the background. I mean, some people don't, but most of them do, right? They've got somebody on the lights, somebody on the sound, even if they're just a solo act with a guitar. Somebody had to make the guitar. Everybody needs people in the background. So if you're background, you're shy, you're introverted, you can still do this. Because guess what? You can do it all online. You don't have to make a video day one. You don't have to make any videos. You don't have to run down. The thing I love, you don't got to run down your friends and family and force them to buy something they don't freaking want. Because I say this all the time, but everybody needs to be healthy. So let's help them with their health. People need money. Let's help them with their money. People need to know that they can make a difference in the world. People need to know that no matter what they've been through or whatever setbacks and challenges and disappointments and betrayals, I had like an ultimate betrayal. And it was like, the person that was supposed to be closest to me. Okay. I could have sat down and been like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, I'm like, literally, I got my mom and my kids and my sanity and all this stuff that I've built and done and all of this. And I need to have my sanity and my peace of mind. So, okay, you got it. We're good. We're good. I ain't mad at you because I can't be mad at you. I can't be angry. I can't hold all this energy that doesn't serve me. And more importantly, it doesn't serve my kids. It doesn't serve my friends. It doesn't serve my community. It doesn't serve God. You don't have to believe in God if you don't want to. Believe whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I believe. And I'm telling you that I believe you have greatness within you, as the one and only great Les Brown says. I believe that success leaves clues, like Tony Robbins says. I believe that you need to be the change that you want to see in the world, like Mahatma Gandhi said. I believe that I have a dream that one day you will live up to your greatness and your potential, and that you will be all that you were created and designed to be, and that you'll help at least one person. I'm going to challenge you. That's it. I'm going to leave here. I'm going to challenge every single one of you to make a difference in one person's life today. Make a difference in one person's life today. Send a meme. Send a funny video. Post something on Facebook. Don't just be a spectator. Go to your story. Share a funny post or a quote or something inspirational. And change a life. Maybe that one thing makes somebody say, laugh. They've been depressed. Maybe that one thing makes them laugh, and then they suddenly realize, hey, you know what? I can get out of this dark place. That could be you. All right, join me on the journey, y'all. I'm out. I'm going to get some rest. I got people to get started making money because I'm so excited. They're just like, yeah, I want to know. I want to know. How do I make this money? Let's go. Let's go. Let's run it up. Let's get to the bag. Let's make this money. I love you. Here's an applause for you. A shout out for every single one of you that came on here, that stayed on here, that was on my Zoom, that was on Instagram, that was on Facebook, that was on wherever else I was today. I love you. I love you. I truly do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You're so appreciated. You have no idea. And if I can help you in any way, go ahead, text me, message me, inbox me. Let me know what I can do to help you. Because again, it's all about serving and being a blessing. Because that's how you continue to be blessed. All right. I love y'all. Ciao for now. Bye.